Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from My Crypto Paradise, and today we will look at Monero. This is one of the top privacy coins. In fact, from what I heard from the experts, this is the most private coin right now out there. We know there are multiple of them. For example, the nearest competitor is of course the Zcash. So maybe the privacy coins once again are in demand. We will look into that coin against the dollar on multiple time frames and of course against the Bitcoin. Also, we will look at all the previously made analysis and we will try to understand if the market has bottomed or there more downside potential. And in this chart you can see what can be expected from Monero in the next week or two, and this is actually a 44% growth. We will go through that in just a moment, but let's start with previously made analysis. Stellar Lumens is going pretty much as expected. We did share this analysis once the price was at this spot, so in fact it did pull back towards the trend line, tested it there, and we are now expecting the continuation of an uptrend towards $1.16. The Wi-Fi has reached our key resistance, as you can see, at $72,000, and we might be still testing $100,000 level because this is the key psychological resistance. Nonetheless, we have reached the target as expected, so well done to those who had the same view on the Wi-Fi. The teller went also as expected. We shared analysis once the price was here right at this bottom, and in fact it has reached the $100 psychological level and broke higher. So this breakout emphasizes that the trend remains bullish and there might be further growth potential. Nonetheless, we are finished with this one since we have reached the target that we did expect, around $100 psychological level. On the icon, we did analysis when the price was at this spot. It did went up, but then we had this strong pullback. Nonetheless, this support has been respected. There was no daily close below this low, which means that the uptrend remains valid, and we might be seeing now a continuation of this uptrend towards $5 psychological resistance area. In regards to the CRV, we shared analysis once the price was here. In fact, we nearly tested our resistance, but then we had this strong pullback, retest of the support, and right now price could be heading finally towards this resistance at $5 also psychological level, and if broken there is more upside potential. In regards to the EOS, you can see we expected this move towards the $12 resistance area. In fact, it has been reached, after which a strong pullback followed, but then there was the bounce of the average price uptrend trend line. Price went up yet again, broke above the previously made high, so this could be yet again a bullish confirmation that the long-term trend is still up and we might expect a continuation of the upside move. Having said that, we also finished with this one because we have reached the upside target that we did expect. Kyber Network. The analysis was shared once the price was right there. We were waiting for the break above this moving average. In fact, it occurred, and this was this trigger point for buyers. As you can see, price almost immediately went up towards $3.33, then consolidation, but all in all it's a bullish trend. We expect this area to be tested at $5.63, so there is still way to go. It could be X2 on the price, but this support at 2.86 must be respected in order for the price in fact to continue moving up. The chills, this is one of the most interesting ones because we did expect this 25% decline. Guys, as you can see, we had this decline towards this support at 0.44. There was no break and close below this support on the daily time frame, so price remained above, which is a very bullish scenario for the chills. Now, only if we break and close on the daily this will be invalidated. But as long as this low holds, this should be a massive move for the chills that might send the price towards either 0.81 or 0.88 resistances. And finally, the algo. We also were waiting for the break above this trend line, above these resistances, and we see that price did break. So this was the bullish confirmation, after which price went down, retested the average price trend line, rejected the 200 simple moving average, and today it's doing the same again, bouncing off the average price trend line and bouncing off the moving average. Perhaps this is the time, this is the moment for the next bull run. Well, of course, as long as we hold this support, which is the key support at 125. There could be spikes produced below this low, but all in all, this level is the key to watch for the long-term uptrend for Algorand. So it's time to move finally to the Moneros, and what we can see is clearly an uptrend. Price is moving within the channel, which is a strong bullish indications. There is no signals that the price will reverse at any time. Obviously the pullback is possible, but look, what has happened yesterday is we had this daily break and close above the top of the channel. Well, previously we had this resistance, became the support, then price also broke above this high with the daily break and close. So this was the first validation of the bullish trend. Then what we had is the simple uptrend trend line. This low was taking, and we had the clean bounce of the trend line, yet again a bullish confirmation, after which price did a break and close above the previously made high on the daily time frame, and it also broke above the ascending channel. This is a very bullish price action for Monero, and it might send the price towards this level, which is 1027.2% Fibonacci at $630. Now this Fibs was applied to this pullback where we saw a precise bounce of the moving average, as well as 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level applied to this overall move. All in all, this could be a 44% growth potential for Monero in just the next couple of days. Yes, this is possible. Well, this is actually a 3-day chart, not a daily. On the daily, we will look in just a moment. But this level could be tested. So why this level is important? We spoke about how to look at the potential final targets for the trending market, and we will see the confirmation of this level in one of the following charts. So let's move to the daily time frame, and here we have an average price uptrend trend line. This high has been taken, then this high, then we can see two bounces where the trend line acted as the resistance, and here we had this bounce on the April 18th when the average price got rejected. New higher high has been produced on the daily time frame. So this point was the confirmation that the trend is bullish. We had this strong pullback to kick out the stop losses right there, after which trend continued. So now we had these two areas of support. Well, first it was the resistance, then it became the support. Another point is here where we had the resistance and it became the support. This is the bullish pattern where the higher highs and higher lows are in place, where the support is being respected, and overall we can see that the price remains above the 50 simple moving average and 200 exponential moving averages. So very bullish trend for Monero. In fact, it's one of the most consistent uptrends. If we just look at the 3-day chart, look, the consistency is just there. Price continues to rise quite steadily, so showing that there is a demand in Monero. Moving on to the next chart, which is the 3-hour chart. Now here also we have multiple important points. First is this level, which is acting as the resistance multiple occasions. Here we had so many bounces, but then just recently we had this level acting as the support. So this area near $426 has been respected. So this is a bullish sign, bullish confirmation. Now another point to consider is the bounce of the moving average, where we applied a Fibonacci retracement, which shows us that here now are two levels at $630 area resistance. We have 261.8 and we have 1027.2 as we saw here on the 3-day chart, which is the FIBs applied yet again to the bounce of the moving average. And now we can also spot kind of triangle here where we have an uptrend trend line, we have a downtrend trend line, both of them were respected. So we can see that there is no clarity which side the market will go right now. So on the 3-hour chart there is uncertainty, but on the longer time frame the probability stays in favor of an uptrend. What might happen if this decline will continue? Well, we have the moving average, which can be tested easily. There is still this potential for this sort of move, and these stops will be taken out and then price can continue moving up. Nonetheless, we need to hold daily closing price above $418, which is this low. And as long as this is the case, it is a bullish trend for Monero, which should be sending the price by 44% towards the $630. Speaking of the downside also, if there will be this daily break and close below this low, then obviously price might be retesting this support where we see that 61.8 FIBs was rejected back on the 5th of May. And this price action here, guys, shows that this is a bullish trend. This level got respected, then we had another support respected, and this is certainly a bullish case for Monero. But buyers are likely to be waiting for this break above this high to confirm, because we might be having a move up, then pull back, and this is where buyers will start looking for this opportunity, because price might be declining even further before this rally, but at the same time it might not go much, it might do something like that. But obviously the confirmation would be a break above this high here, which is at $480. Break below the 418, yes, we can retest this level once again. We can now see more clearly this bounce of the uptrend trend line. We can also see that the price has reached this bottom of the descending channel, which was respected along with the 88.6% FIBs based on this move up, which is the last wave to the upside. So we bounced off this level cleanly, and to summarize, there are 3 very important points on this chart: bounce of the Fibonacci support, bounce of the uptrend trend line, and bounce of the bottom of the descending channel. Clearly, this is a very important demand area for Monero, and current pullback might be providing an opportunity for buyers. But of course, they must be careful, because big volume is likely to appear upon the break above this high. Now, finally, let's go to the Monero against the Bitcoin. And here we have this strong supply demand area formed, which last time obviously acted as the demand area. There was a clean bounce of the 61.8 FIBs, as we can see, and this FIBs was applied to this last pullback where we had the rejection of the moving average. So this FIBs goes to show that 61.8 FIBs got respected. In fact, we broke above the previously made high, and right now towards this resistance area, which is in fact a strong resistance. This is a psychological level at 10,000 satoshis, really strong key resistance, and in fact it confirmed by 2 FIBs. First, as we saw, applied to this pullback, and we have 261.8 FIBs. Another one was applied to this pullback, and where we saw yet again a bounce of the moving average, and it shows 161.8 FIBs here. So these 2 levels correspond to the 10,000 satoshis, and this is where the price could be heading in the next week or 2. So all in all, price could be increasing by 25% against the Bitcoin, which seems to be pretty reasonable at this stage. And as long as this support holds, this will be a strongly bullish case. Now daily break and close below this low can send the price back towards 7,000 Satoshi's support area. We can see there is definitely a strong demand near this area, but for this scenario we need to break below this low. Before that, strongly bullish trend. That was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you all next time.